Hello. Welcome back to our Rule the Waves 3 playthrough of Italy starting in 1890, Mare Nostrum. In the last episode, the war continued on. The U.S. has stepped in and they are now blockading us in the Mediterranean, taking France's place because France can no longer blockade us. That still leaves Northern Europe free for Spain to fight in and Asia for Japan. Looks like Japan might be doing some blockading of their own now over here in uh, Southeast Asia. I don't know. They could also be doing some attacking and stuff. They could go raid the West Coast. I don't know. They need help. Help, please. So let's start a backup of our game and start hitting some buttons. Let's see what we got here. Blockades causing hardship and food shortages. Yep. Mutinous acts are occurring. Oh, strikes and anti-war demonstrations are taking place in the USA. Don't know why. Okay, we can do conversions to light aircraft carriers now. Well, we are still blockaded, but these light cruisers are ready to go. The Umbria class. Let's do one, two, three, four of those. Let's do six of those. Let's do eight of those because we have too much money. Let's do nine of those. We're building nine. We got some negative fleet morale happening now, which is not good. And then the Napoli will be finished in just 2 months. So we'll assign, excuse me, we will assign these two Napolis to the second battlecruiser division. Go drink some water here. And the Dante goes to the first battlecruiser division. Okie dokie. I'm wondering why the US is having problems. I don't know why anyone's complaining about them because they're on the offensive, but they are technically losing the war. All right, we have a cruiser action, which no doubt means battle cruisers. So we can actually decline this one with no penalty. So we will decline that one. Oh, there we go. Disturbances in the US. Right. That's something I forgot to do. US lost another light cruiser. We're sinking some merchants, but we're still blockaded. Okay. So what do we want to convert over? I think one of these old Lepantos will do. So let's rebuild the design. So we replace the machinery, give them coal turbines. We strip off all the tertiary guns, all the secondary guns. We did go with a flight deck with some air capacity here. Maybe we go up to 20 knots. We can. 21, 22. So we have to strip off the centerline guns. Okay, we don't even need fire controls. So these things will be entirely unarmed as far as guns go. Can we get it up to 24 knots? We can. but it won't go faster than 22. But we can throw some more aircraft on here. 24 aircraft. Well, I mean, it's technically allowed. It's a little bit of a pricey rebuild, but it'll be done in 1 year, and it'll give us a light aircraft carrier. There you go. So that's what we need. I should have done that last month, but I forgot. Had my mind on other things. So the U.S. still here in force in the Mediterranean? They are. In fact, they've reinforced. They're now up to 204 from 200. Ships in service. We're still working up our battle cruisers. Maybe we'll decline this one if we can. A raid on enemy shipping. Actually, let me see here. We get to include our one of our battle cruisers. Let's go for it. Actually, let's do it. We have an AV out there as well to kind of spot for us a little bit. So destroy bombardment target over here. Okay, well, we might be able to do that. Get some speed going on our destroyers. Get some speed going on the battle cruiser. It has torpedoes. Oh, that's not good. Well, I don't want torpedoes on there, but at least it gives me kind of an idea of how far torpedoes can shoot. It's no big deal. I've never been very good at designing battle cruisers anyhow. Just further proof. Yep. Launch some float planes, please. There's a light cruiser division here for Japan, too. The Lombardia is out here. It's under AI control. That's not good. In fact, almost all my light cruisers are out here. I do not trust them under the control of the AI. I can tell you that much. That is disturbing. All right, well, let's send this AV back home. It's given us all the information we need here. There's a lot of battleships to the south and potentially some battle cruisers to the north. They are closing on us. We should be spotting them soon with our ships. There they are. All right, well, not even sure what I should do here. I want to destroy the land target if I can, but I have to go through all these battleships first. What kind of guns do I have on here? 12-inch guns? Not too shabby. 11-inch belt. Can't take control. Slow down a little bit to give myself a better gunnery platform. They do have better guns on their ships, unfortunately. They have a lot of... Yeah, I'm pretty outgunned here in my single battle cruiser. Well, we're getting straddled, so let's come in a little bit closer. Man, all this stuff is under AI control. That is scary. They could do something stupid at any moment. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to do anything here probably. But we can maybe give this Aquitaine some trouble. Maybe I'll fire at the Kleber. Just put some torpedoes just generally down there. Yeah, the Aquitaine's pulling off. Yeah, this is not good. Oh, those torpedoes are looking pretty good. Now we send our destroyers home. Allegedly hit by another torpedo? Another? I don't know if that's accurate. 3 torpedoes would wreck your day. Maybe I just really focus on this battle cruiser with the micro. I'm crossing the T on this Independence. Hitting with 6-inch guns. Maybe I can make a dash in there, but there were some battleships reported down south there. Well, if I go up to Squad Max. Wonder where that Aquitaine disappeared to. Is it up there, perhaps? I mean, what's down there? An AMC? There's a lot of destroyers over here. All right, now I'm going to slow down I'm going to slow down to 20 knots here to hit this shore bombardment target. I just don't want to get entirely encircled here and lose the battle cruiser. That would be very bad, okay? Light damage on it so far reported. I can't hit a freaking target that's sitting still. What kind of, do I have tertiaries on here? I have 3-inch. Not very many of them. I only have 4 of them. Oh, cool. All right, let's go. Back to Squad Max and try to get out of here. Can I get some speed going here? Oh, I can get him up to 9 knots. Is he flooding? He's not, but if I bring him down to 6 knots, he'll have less chance of a ruptured bulkhead. What's this? Transport ship. Slow down a little bit for better gunnery. Doesn't hurt that I have this fleet penalty right now, -1 to my fleet. The morale penalty. Something up there sank. It might have been one of my ships, actually. All right, just go home. Is that my AV? No, it's the battery. Well, we completed the mission. Just goes to show what a battle cruiser can do in this era. responding to land installations and whatnot. Is that the Aquitaine? Better maneuver a little bit. Well, I hit the Kleber with a 12-inch round. That can't feel good. That might be the Aquitaine. That's the U.S. Okay. There it is. It's still, yeah, it doesn't look like it's got hit. Doesn't look like it's going to sink. So, what the heck? Okay. Well, if anything could go wrong, it is going wrong. I guess we are pretty close to the French coast. All right, let's go back up to full speed here. I'm getting hit. Man, for a ship that allegedly ate three torpedoes, he sure is fighting back. Slow down again. How's my damage look? I'm okay still. We're taking 6 main battery hits. Oh, the Kleber got hit by a torpedo. That's up here. That must be the Japanese destroyers. That can't feel good on a heavy cruiser. Just doing a little bit of a turnaround here so that I don't go straight and get hit by some torpedoes. Although here comes 3, 4 battle cruisers. It's time to get out of here. Squad backs and go. Yeah, I don't know what we accomplished in this job here. This was terrible. Slow down to 20 knots. Save the engines just in case something happens. What's going on over here? This thing here, it's under my control. We're going to angle a little bit south. And back to port. I'm going to steer away from the French port there a little bit just in case there are more mines out. And this might be the end here. Yeah, I'm not sure what we accomplished. We had some very enthusiastic reporting of torpedo hits, but I don't know if I believe it. All right, well, we took heavy damage to 3 destroyers. We did heavy damage to 1 battle cruiser. And we sank the land targets. Ship details. We scored 2 torpedo hits on that Aquitaine class. And it wasn't even flooding at the end, so fleet morale improves. The Napoli's commissioned. Oh boy. They'll just have to tighten their belts. We are still blockaded. We're getting no real help from our allies anymore. We need them to sortie into the Mediterranean and help us. We're at 8 unrest. Yeesh. How's it looking here? It's still 200 power from the US. Oh man, it's so ugly. All right, all right. Fleet morale improves. Okay, well, that's helpful. France lost. They traded light cruisers between France and Japan. We're at 10 unrest. It's over, I think. Well, let's fight this and see what happens. This is the last Stromboli. We are getting pounded. We are getting absolutely pounded. 12,600 tons. We're on fire, double fires. Well, that's it for the Pisa. The last Stromboli has been eaten. The final Stromboli. He did. All right, well. Maybe we should have sounded out the enemy for. Well, the Spanish lost a battle cruiser. Things are turning real dark here. We're at -1 fleet morale. We have a lot of poor crew qualities going on. It's not looking good for old Italy. Action with light forces. Oh, it's the Lombardia and his destroyer buddies again. The Lombardia has been a constant presence throughout this war. He's held his own. He's probably one of the last of the Gaeta class, right? That's the Lombardia class. It's the flagship of the Lombardias. Okay. Okay. I don't know if we can survive another revolution. Well, there's one light cruiser and one destroyer, it looks like. So let's see if we can get lucky. Looking pretty good. Yeah. Hate that. Okay. Hate that. How did those miss? Come on. That is an outrage. We're gonna get out of this battle. Our fleet morale, I think, is causing us a lot of problems. We can't hit anything. It's not going too good. I'm really anxious to just get another chance to end the war. Our torpedoes looked pretty good, but for whatever reason, we just whiffed. Well, nothing really happened there. Superimposed turrets on heavy cruisers. Superimposed beam out on light cruisers. Air launched torpedoes. U.S. lost a light cruiser. We're still blockaded. This is miserable. We can't fight enemy raid on coastal shipping. Like we can't fight because we. No, I mean might get some battle cruisers here. All right, let's see what we get. This could be our chance. It's not gonna like break the blockade, I don't think, because they just have too much. But I mean, it'd be so nice if Japan would like go after the west coast or something, or if Spain would make use of its Caribbean holdings to put pressure on the U.S. at home. You could blockade the U.S. with almost nothing right now. And like I'm not like too worried about losing the like having like the revolution or whatever, but I don't want to like lose a bunch of our territories either. Like losing Sardinia would be terrible. All right, enemy, where are you? There we go. All right, battle cruisers. Time to show us what you got. We're still at a fleet penalty though, like the fleet morale. So we might not be doing too good here in this battle. It really seems to affect our gunnery and just about everything, really. Yeah, I can expect a lot of confusion in the ranks here with the fleet morale penalty. All right, slow down a little bit on the battle cruisers. Try to score some kind of hits on the enemy. Like we need to score something here. We've gone a couple of battles now without really doing anything. All right, let's turn in so these destroyers aren't like just throwing stuff out into our path. An enemy is running away. I don't know. We need the enemy to kind of come at us a little bit here, but I don't think they will because we have the battle cruisers this time around. Only we had them like 7 or 8 months ago. We are still maneuvering a little bit here in order to avoid, like, these destroyers are might be launching something to the path of the battle cruisers. So we're turning. Now we turn to get our broadsides in again. We're just trying to land some hits on something, on anything really. Is that Kleber's on fire? I think he got hit by the main guns from the battle cruisers. Some more hits, 12-inch hits on him. He's getting hit hard right now. 12-inch, another one. Reporting. I say reporting because it doesn't necessarily mean they're actually being hit. Okay. Catching up to him now a little bit. Now it's the time to turn inwards and to start looking for some torpedo opportunities. We get the Euro out of there. Euro, go home. You are the hero of our destroyers. We don't want you to sink. We might lose this war horrifically, but we can't afford to lose you. We're having some nice gun battles amongst all of our little destroyers here. And this might be our chance to hit the Colbert with some torpedoes. I don't know how many Colbert they have, but they've always been a pain in our sides since the beginning. Oh, this is a chance here. Let's do it. This is the Aquitaine. Let's get all of our destroyers up there for a shot at him. I don't think it's gonna. I think he's turning, unfortunately. But we'll use these destroyers to keep an eye on him for now. Try to get the other destroyers in. We also have to be careful because the enemy can do the same thing to us. We're going to do a sharp turn inwards. And we're going to fire at this Aquitaine. And fire again. He's turning. And these destroyers are empty, so they can go home. Oh, come on. How can this miss? All right, let's fire at the Aquitaine. Let's turn our battle cruisers a little bit here. Fire, probably out of, not swivel mount. Say out of arc, but the swivel mounts are really nice. All right, let's get this destroyer out of here. It's getting pounded right now. Out of arc. Dang. Okay. Empty. Turn. Again, we're throwing away destroyers, but we're trying to sink battle cruisers. So Might be worth it, but who knows? All right, this battle cruiser's still okay. Getting hit pretty hard by their main gun still. Although we're hitting them back now. All right, this one here has some torpedoes left, so we're gonna send them over there. We're using a lot of destroyers to do this, but they are kind of expendable. We're reaching the end of a very, very long war. They're kind of obsolete, or getting there, but if they can take down an enemy, it's the Cabra something fire torpedoes. There we go. Now, we also have torpedoes. There's one hit. Okay. And next. Funny how the battle cruisers can score torpedo hits, but these nimble little destroyers cannot. Okay. Well, I think we got them. All it cost us was half our destroyer fleet. We'll have the Nembo fire into them now. This still might all be for nothing because, again, we're sitting at 10 unrest. All right, send everyone home. Everyone who's still alive, at least. Cool. We finally got that French battle cruiser. Probably too little too late, though. Everybody go home. And I think we protected the shipping. So we might get points for that, or the enemy won't get points for doing it. I don't know, one or the other. All right. Oh, we lost one destroyer. Really? I felt like we lost a lot more than that. We sank a battle cruiser, a heavy cruiser, and 9 destroyers. That's actually a big win. Fleet morale improves. Unrest went down to 9. Take the chance to end the war now, please. Oh, are you kidding me? This is unreal. We want range and reliability on these things, I think. Well, somehow we're still going. We're down to 9 unrest now. The French is a shadow of its former glory. The US is just getting stronger. They keep sending more and more garbage air. The Spanish, they're down to 104,000 displacement now. And the Japanese, they're looking pretty good, but they're They're not pressuring anywhere really. Sure could use your help, Japan. If you could send a fleet over to the Mediterranean and give me a couple months of not being blockaded anymore. But anyhow, we're 40 minutes in, so we're just going to save the game. We're going to make a backup and we're going to call it there. So the war carries on. Until next time, or wait, I'll see you next time. How about that?